What's up, my Grizzles? This is Bagels with B-Rad, and it's Thursday, September 21st. And once again, we are featuring some of our illustrious alumni. And today I have with me, will you guys introduce yourselves, starting to my left?
I'm Miss Walker. I teach math and I coach girls basketball.
And I am Mr. Brooks. I'm an academic school counselor here. I'm a BSU advisor. Last year I coached sports, but I'm not coaching this year. But kind of do a little bit of everything around campus.
Ms. Walker, you also are a BSU advisor, correct?
I am as
the
well.
dynamic duo right here. All right. So, Mr. Brooks, what year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2010, so I'm a Central Grizzly from 2010.
Did you always go to Central schools, or?
So I went to Rio Vista for middle school, and then I came over I went to Central. Well, it's called Central High now, but it's West Campus. So yeah, I've always been a Grizzly.
Always been a Grizzly. And what's your most fondest memory of your high school years?
I would have to say probably playing football. I think around that time, that's when the program really started to like shift and things started to really change culture-wise. And I believe football would have to be just building those connections with all my teammates and some of the people that I played with work in the district now and still talk to them daily. So I think just building with those connections. Coach Biggs, who is our head coach now, he was the coach when I was around. He was coaching, he was around. So yeah, I would definitely say football for sure.
What position did you play?
I played so early on with like JV before I got to varsity. Things were different, so I played a little bit of running back. Then when I got to varsity, I played slot receiver. They let me run the ball a little bit as well, and I played defensive back.
Who was your favorite teacher when you were here?
See, you prepared me for this question, but it's kind of tough. But I would have to say, if I had to pick one, I would say Mr. Odebastian. He's been around for a long time. His class never moved. I think he's bragging about that he's been in the same place all these years. So he was a soccer coach. I also played soccer when I was here. So he's just a cool guy. He's a cool guy to get to know and pretty down to earth, pretty relatable. And so I would say Mr. Odebastian.
Shout out to Mr. O. How about you, Ms. Walker? When did you graduate?
I graduated in 2009, so I was 1 year before Mr. Brooks.
So you're older than he is.
I am older than him.
What was your fondest memory?
I have a couple. I really liked the dances that we had on campus. Me and my friends went to everything. And then I also played basketball, so we had great memories traveling, going to different schools and out-of-town trips. And then I also was in theater, so we had really good plays that we put on that I think that I just remember pretty the best times in high school.
What plays were you in?
I was in, we did Little Shop of Horrors when I was here. That was the best play that I had that we was in.
And we just had that last year, I
We
think.
did.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
excited to bring it back.
All right. And then, what positions did you play in basketball?
In basketball, I was a shooting guard. 2 or 3, most of the time just a 2 guard.
So, what was your highest scoring game?
You know, I can't
Let's
say
go
I
back
was
a
the
while.
best scorer, but I was more of a defensive player, so I was a shooting guard just because I was a small person. It wasn't
I remember
because
back
I
then,
was
she was a little scrappy. She
had
would
some
get
handles?
she would get into it. Yeah, she dribble the ball,
All right.
make some good
I
plays
did what I
on
had to
offense.
do.
Good. So, who was your favorite teacher when you were here?
I actually had Mr. O as well, which is one of my top teachers, but Mr. O and Miss Pullen, who used to be Miss Vogt when I went here, she was one of my favorite teachers. I had her all 4 years in theater, so those are my top 2 that I can remember from now.
So, double shout out to Mr. O and a shout out to Miss Poland. Awesome. So, one last question. You know, Central Grizzlies over everything, CGOE. You know, you guys came back to teach at this school.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you have an affinity or a love for the school. So what does CGOE mean to you, Mr. Brooks?
To me, let me think. Just again, like I went to Rio Vista, then I came to Central. So I mean, it's kind of where I grew up. Is where like I had a lot of different experiences that shaped me to be who I am now. The teachers that I met, the community that I was surrounded by, the diversity that's in Central Unified. My sisters, they end up graduating from Clovis, and I can just kind of see like the experience that I had and the experiences that they had to deal with over there. I wouldn't want to change my experience for anything. I think that they probably wish that they would have stayed in Central Unified and graduated from here. So I mean, it's CGOE, just like you said, it's Central or everything. I always tease them like, hey, you guys are from over there. I graduated from Central East High School. So just like I said, I think the big thing for me, and I have a son now, I think I would probably want to send him to Central Unified, just the diverse community that we have, and it's really a special thing, I think. So definitely CGOE over everything, for sure.
Ms. Walker?
I feel the same way. I started elementary school in Central Unified, so I went to McKinley, then I went to El Cap, and then West Campus, and then East Campus. So I've been here my whole life. It's been Central, and then I came back to come teach. So I just think, like Mr. Brooks said, the diversity on this campus is unmatched. I try to pull as many kids as I know here. If I know parents, I'm like, send your kids here. They should come here. It's just a different vibe on this campus, and we have some of the best spirited students at the football games and at the games and on campus, and I just think that it's one of the best places to be, so you gotta rep it wherever you go.
All right, thank you very much for joining me today. It's been awesome. Let's have a great year. Peace out, Grizzlies.
Good morning, Grizzlies. So for today's announcement, the FCCLA is going to be selling tickets for the wristbands for the Big Fresno Fair, and they could be redeemed at any ticket booth at the Fresno Fair, starting from October 4th to the 15th. Wristbands are also valid for one whole day of unlimited Butler amusement carnival rides at the Big Fresno Fair. A portion of your order goes to support the Central East FCCLA. So make sure to get your tickets. Remember, from the 4th to the 15th of October. Grizzlies, don't forget, next week is HOCO week. So we have dress up days. So Monday is wear country / Western wear. So make sure to wear your boots, your bootcut jeans and whatnot. Tuesday, dress up as your younger self. I don't really remember what I would wear when I was younger, but Wednesday, wear beach wear. So make sure to wear your beach wear, even though it's kind of cold out here now. Thursday, wear your 2000 swaggy outfits. And for Friday, each grade's going to be having their own theme. So it's Stage Den Freshmen, Guadalapalooza Sophomores, Rolling Loud Juniors, and Coachella Seniors. So make sure to go dress up for your HOCO week and get in the spirit for homecoming.